I be stepping like I got a towel. When I'm mad, I be stepping in style. I get the pack and get rid of it. Yeah, I really be walking shit down. Chasing the bank, I be driving the cow. Driving for hundreds and hundreds of miles. I really got what it take, gotta be dedicated. I've been at this shit for a while.
Man. Another day, another dollar. My boy Eric could say another hoopla. One thing you'll notice is life is about how you respond to things, not what happens to you. Nevertheless, everything you go through will affect your mental health. For me as a former athlete, I've come to realize that it's for me to going through certain situations and being around certain people and working different jobs, your mental health is the most important thing that anyone can have. Specifically for athletes, though, everything affects your mental health, whether you realize it or not. Like, let's be honest here. Playing time. When you're not playing, it affects your confidence. If your confidence is low, it can affect your mental health. It affects, when it comes back to playing time, if your confidence is low or you can't perform on the court, now you're comparing yourself to somebody else on the team. Or you could be comparing yourself to somebody else on the team saying, well, I should be playing and they shouldn't. And I'm better than them in this. And coach kisses there, whatever. Then it gets to a point where you become a cancer to the team. And now you're saying this about this person. Well, I should be playing over this person. And now you're forcing that conversation onto your teammates, breaking up a team. So playing time will affect your mental health. Injuries. If you're like me, going through injuries will affect your mental health. You're going to miss game time in turn, which makes you think about stats, which makes you request the recovery time, which makes you get injured again. Like, the psychological game that injuries does to a person doesn't get talked about enough. Like for me, going through my concussion, I wasn't myself for, I think my concussion happened beginning of November. I wasn't myself until March. I could say playing basketball, lifting weights, always falling. And I think I was one of the toughest players on the court. I couldn't not fall or not run into someone or not bump my head in some cases. It's like you tell yourself you're okay. You try to believe it yourself, but people on the outside looking at you can tell that you're not okay. So injuries does something psychological to a lot of human beings that doesn't get talked about enough. Friendships. Your friendships will affect your mental health. Like what they do will affect you because you're associating yourself with them. What they listen to, because what they listen to in turns will affect what you listen to. Like, put it this way. Birds of a feather do flock together to a certain extent. If you hang around four, bops is the new word that they're using. I don't know what's going to be next in the next 3 or 4 years. If you hang around four bops, you're going to be the fifth bop. If you hang around five smokers, you're going to be the six smokers. In turn, if you hang around 6 millionaires, there's a high chance you become a millionaire. So the things that your friends do or associate themselves with will fall back on you, and everything you go through will play a part in your mental health. On top of that, relationships. Being in the right relationship can help you. I've said it once. Being in the right relationship can help you. Being in the wrong one can hurt you mentally. Having a partner that's not understanding or caring or compassionate could hurt you, not only as an athlete, but as a human being in general. Like, as an athlete, you want someone to understand what you're going through. You want someone to understand the grind. You want someone to understand that I'm not playing, I'm not doing well at this. My stats are low with this. I have issues going on with my family at home. in this matter or whatever it might be. Like having that right person will benefit you, but having the wrong one will hurt you because they will take. They'll take your money, they'll take your time, they'll take your energy, they will take anything you have to offer. Again, one, there's givers and there's takers in this world. And if you're a giver, you're going to get to a point where you set boundaries on how you give. So when you have that relationship, make sure that you have someone that loves you not only as a lover, but someone that loves you as a friend. If somebody loves you as a friend, they're more likely to go through those struggles with you and understand your struggles. If you're with someone that's a friend, it's easier for them to read those nonverbal communication things. It's easier for them to pick up on tendencies because they understand you as a person. They don't just, oh, you're so beautiful, I love you. Oh, you do this for me, I love you. No. Do you care about my character? Do you care about the things I've gone through? Do you care about my struggles? Do you know my insecurities? Having the right person can help you in those ways. So again, to protect your mental health, when it comes to being in a relationship or finding love, find someone who understands you as a friend, who loves you as a friend, who wants to be there for you as a friend, not only just as a lover or someone in a relationship. And lastly, school can affect your mental health, whether people like to accept it or not. Doing good or bad in school can take away problems or add more problems to you. Taking care of business in the classroom gives you one less thing to worry about in a world full of chaos. So, take care of school, one less thing to worry about. Me personally, I rather not worry about school because I'm worried about basketball, I'm worried about football, I'm worried about volleyball, I'm worried about weights, I'm worried about tutoring, study hall, eating, family problems, relationship problems. Why would I want to add the stress of school onto that? I'd rather not. That's just me. So again, doing bad in school can cause mental problems. Take care of what you're supposed to take care of. That's one less thing you have to worry about. On the inverse, mental health affects everything that goes on around you in your life. So not only does those things affect you, but your mental health affects everything in your real world. Again, playing time. If you're in a bad space mentally, now I'm not listening to coach. Now I'm missing weights. Now I miss study hall. I've skipped study hall. I've missed my individual workout sessions. So it's to the point where your mental health is affecting you so much you can't even do the small things. If you can't do the small things, you can't do the large things. So take care of yourself mentally so you're able to show up the way coach wants you to show up. You're able to show up for yourself. You're present in practice. You're on time. You're on time to meetings, weights, workouts, classrooms. You're eating your meals. Friendships. Your mental health affects your friendships. Being mentally drained can cause you to show up poorly in your friendships. For someone who's social, who likes to call and text and FaceTime their friends a lot, send Instagram DMs, send TikToks. My fault, I got the tweaking. Um, it can cause you to not talk as much as possible with your friends. It's like because your friends will know that you're going through something based off conversations, based off tendencies, based off actions. Again, that's not the difference between friendships and associates because your friends will understand you, but you may be running from things in your current life. So you choose not to call your friends because you don't want to deal with those things. At the end of the day, you have to realize that you're not alone no matter if you feel like it, even if it's for injuries, if it's going through mental problems, if it's needing help with classwork. This whole series, I've talked about how you need teammates and how you need family and how you need friends. There's no reason to feel like I can't run to my friends because I'm going through things when you can. That's why they're there for you to run to them in certain situations. Not for everything, and you shouldn't put all of your business just on the table and tell them everything. but your friendships are there for that reason. Not only that, doing poor mentally can cause you to show up poorly in relationships. Um, just being transparent here, it'll be hard for you guys to see things eye to eye if you're in a bad headspace because you may always take things as an attack, where it may be a simple conversation. Um, because of mental problems, because you could be going through something mentally which is causing you to show up poorly in your relationship, being dismissive and avoiding are two big things that happens in this dating world. Um, Not only as in relationships, but just dating in general. Being dismissive is someone coming to your problem and you're pushing it to the side. Like, oh, that's not a big deal. I don't want to talk about it right now. I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Free game alert, free game alert, free game alert, free game alert. If your partner comes to you with any problem, just because it's small to you doesn't mean it's small to them. Again, if you're being dismissive because you feel like a problem is small to you, it may not be small to them. Don't be dismissive. Listen to your partner. Be present in the relationship. Being avoidant is another thing, but that can come from past trauma. That can come from childhood trauma. That can come from relationship trauma. So being avoidant is avoiding key issues or key conversations, or it's a lot of things going into being avoidant when it comes to relationships. But doing poor mentally may cause you to avoid certain things because I'm dealing with so much over here. I don't want to deal with this in my relationship too. Now's not the time. But how can your partner understand you if you're not willing to talk about those things that you're going through? Um, that's just me. So this goes, and lastly, school. Doing poor mentally can affect your schoolwork, just like doing poor in school can affect you mentally. Doing bad mentally can affect your schoolwork. If you're a straight A student and all of a sudden you're failing because of everything else that's going on in your life, you have to take a you have to take a break from some things. You have to cut some things out. You have to take care of yourself mentally so you're able to perform not only as an athlete but to perform inside the classroom. So this goes to show that mental health affects everything that you do. Everything that you do, doesn't matter what it is, mental health affects what you do. So I always try to make sure you're in a good place mentally. Um, I know that's easier said than done, but it's truly worth it in the long run. Doing things like talking to friends help. Again, your friends, your community, that's your village. Use your village. Like, those people are there to help you and not harm you. Make sure you have the right people around you and they're there to help you. And I think the one big thing, people who come from poor communities or from situations where there's not a lot of resources, they've been in fight or flight or survival mode for so long. So a lot of these individuals are people that's like, I can do it on my own. I've always done it on my own. I don't need anyone. But admitting that you need help is the first step to getting better. Nobody can do anything in this world alone. If you can do it by yourself, you need a guide throughout the process, so you still can't do it alone. Nobody in this world can do anything alone. We're not put here to do anything alone. Use your community, use your friendships, use your relationships to take care of your mental health. Do extracurricular things to help keep you in a good headspace. Like, if you're single, take yourself on a date. Pour into yourself, love yourself. Journaling works, going for walks, working out. Like, do things where you have to move your body, which forces you to overcome the stuck feeling while you're going through things mentally. Like, I've been there myself to where, oh, My last year of my master's, I was working a internship, which was if you ask me, it was a full-time job, but I would leave for my internship, go home to do schoolwork, but I couldn't turn work off at home because I ran a social media account. So I'm retweeting and I'm posting and I'm editing as the day is going on because I could never turn off work. So I got to a point where I didn't want to work out. As a former basketball player, it's like those are things, for one, being on that routine of working out and not having to anymore, you have to force yourself to, you have to want to. Because of the space that I was in mentally, I didn't want to do anything. I ate less, um, didn't work out, I didn't touch a basketball. My my playing career ended in March of 2022. I might have played a handful of times the summer of 22. I didn't touch a basketball again until June of 23. And that goes, it was mental health. It was everything that I was going through. I didn't want to play basketball. I didn't want to look at a basketball. I didn't want to work out. I was focused on so many other things that I was doing everything else other than pointing to myself and loving myself. Um, so yeah, take care of your mental health. Like, it would affect you. You can die from stress. You can die from mental health. It can cause you to lose weight quickly. I think while I was going through my situations, I may have lost 30 pounds. I think I went from 225 to 195 or 230 to 200 pounds in the matter of from January until April, in the matter of 4 months. Lost 30 pounds in 4 months because I wasn't lifting weights. I was barely eating. Like, my mental was terrible. It's pretty bad. A lot of people go through unfortunate situations in life, and we condition ourselves to tell ourselves that it's normal, or we condition our kids to act like it's normal, but it's not. Things like growing up in a single parent household, it's not normal. Seeing someone die is not normal. Seeing someone get shot, shooting someone, seeing drugs, doing drugs at a young age, drinking alcohol at a young age. These are things that are not normal, but because of society and the way everyone lives, we condition ourselves to tell ourselves that it's normal. It's not. Going to going to therapy will help you understand that a lot of things aren't normal. It'll help you understand a lot about yourself. It allows you a safe place to dive deep into issues that you may not want to talk about, or in some situations, the trauma could be so bad that you do not remember and it has lingered on for years. Trauma and past situations lingering on can hold you back from great things in life. But because you were conditioned in a certain way, you don't know any better. So going to therapy could help. A close friend explained therapy this way to me. Imagine being able to swim. One day you wake up and you just forget how to swim. You use floaties to help you swim again, right? It's like therapy when it comes to life. If you need help in life, use therapy as a set of floaties. If you can't use your friends, if you can't run from situations, if it's at home, use therapy as a set of floaties until you're able to live life and enjoy life again without going to therapy. After being an overachiever, a people pleaser, and going through so many traumatic experiences in life, some that I remember, some that I didn't, going to therapy has helped me. I can openly admit that going to therapy has helped me as a person. It has helped me declutter my mind, and it has been very beneficial to my life. I'm pro therapy. When it comes to dealing with mental health, again, dealing and not coping, two different things. If you're coping with something, you're just coping with it for the moment. You're pushing it to the side, but you haven't dealt with the issues. When you're dealing with something, you're actively working through it. When it comes to dealing with mental health, what works for some does not work for others. Do what works best for you. If it's talking to friends, if it's taking yourself on dates, if it's drawing, if it's journaling, if it's building Legos, because a lot of people like to build Legos, do what works for you. Always protect your mental health. If you're around people, places, and spaces that put you in a bad headspace, you can't get away from them. Set up healthy boundaries to help you manage your mental well-being. You have to. You truly have to. You have to manage your mental health well to survive in this world. In everything you do, your mental health matters. Protect yourself and your peace. That's all for today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. Follow me on any social platform at The Walk Down. You'll see the logo. You'll see the brand. If you have any questions about mental health, DM me or comment mental health on any video you see. And please remember, make sure you have a clear mind. Make sure your mental health is well so you're able to see the vision. No matter what, you gotta see the vision.
Let's do it. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.